Yo, it's your boy JYD signing in live from the office. And today we're going to be talking about Adrien Broner and how dangerous is he still? Should he make a comeback? And what does it look like with him streaming right now? Before we do that, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been with us on this journey, this whole YouTube thing. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Please like, subscribe, comment, and all the cool things, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's jump into it. So Adrien Broner, first of all, how dangerous is Adrien Broner still? So we've been seeing a lot of streams right now where Adrien Broner has been showing glimpses of how sharp he still is, his IQ of the sport, his reaction time, his eyes, and his sharpness. A lot of people are under the impression that just because Adrien Broner is not in world class shape right now, that they can do something with him. The average person and above average person right now walking in the street cannot do nothing with Broner. I'm talking about not even close, not even remotely close. Yes, we know that he drinks. Yes, we know that he's not in the gym and he's streaming and he's doing all of the things. But that does not mean that the average person is going to be able to do anything with him. He is still very dangerous. We just seen on one of the more recent streams how he was in there with a MMA guy. They were just talking about sports and fighting and things like that. And, he kind of, threw a little body hook at Broner. Broner caught, uppercut, boom, and then boom, 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 pull, shoot. That wasn't him thinking about doing that. He didn't have to think about doing any of that. That's all muscle memory. That's all world-class, elite. I've been doing this my whole entire life. Muscle memory. He's not thinking about it. It's second nature to him. Once you know how to breathe, you don't forget how to breathe. You just simply breathe. Once you know how to ride a bike, you just simply learn how to ride a bike, and you know forever how to ride a bike. That's what Adrien Broner is. He is a machine. He doesn't have to think about it. When it's time for it to go down, he simply acts on it. He doesn't feel no type of way about it. He don't got to think about it. It's not, oh, but what if? No, it's I'm going to do exactly what I know how to do. I'm going to 110% do that. That's what it is with Adrien Broner. He also had a little thing where he was talking to Dean the Great and DDG and another one of them. And they was like, oh, like if all three of us jump you right now, like we'll be able to take you. He like, it's not going to go that way. That's not going to go how I think it's going to go, because I'm going to make an example out of him, and then once he see him get crushed that way, he going to start having second thoughts. Oh, no, boom, hook, you're out. Then the other guy, he going to get all extra defensive, try to talk his way out of that. Not going for that neither. Hook, you out. And then you going to get caught just from being guilty by association. And being honest with you, a lot of the times when somebody see one person get crushed out a certain type of way, it make the rest of them think, like, especially when you're a civilian, it's like, I don't know. You got to remember, Broner has been a fighter and a boxer for way longer than he's been a civilian. Like, way longer. So he, again, is a machine. Now, with that being said, Adrien Broner making a comeback. Adrien Broner right now is not, no, I'm not saying that he's competing or performing at a world-class level. He's not. He's not in condition. He's not in the shape for any of that. He's not. That's not where he is right now, and that's perfectly fine if that's the route that he's into right now, because he's been streaming and making great of it. But do I want to see Adrien Broner make a comeback? Not necessarily, but not for the reasons that some people think. I don't want to see him make a comeback if he does not want to take the sport 110% seriously. And that's another reason why I believe, said he doesn't want to make a comeback, because he knows he's not going to be into taking 100% seriously. Even when he said something about his coach, like his coach been with him since he was a child. He like, I can't do it without him. Like, nobody else can get me where I want to be at, like how I want to get that feeling. Nobody else can do that but him. And it's like, if you know in your heart that you can't perform at a world-class level, and you're not going to be able to train and take it seriously at that world-class level and do what you're supposed to do, then trust and believe me, you don't need to do this. And this is not just for Broner. This is for anybody. If you are not dedicated to this 100%, don't do it. Now, Adrien Broner has a huge fan base, and he absolutely, they absolutely want to see him make a comeback. They want to see him, have a crazy comeback story and become a world champion again and all of those things. And I could respect that because they know what Adrien Broner was and what he could be in all of his still potential right now. Adrien Broner, don't get us confused. He was a 4 division world champion. He was 20, 21, 22 years old, that young, one of the best fighters in the world on pound for pound list, even being compared to Floyd Mayweather at a point in time. He is like that. Don't get this confused because things happen that this man, no, that man is 110% like that. So people need to also remember that he lost to Hall of Famers. He lost to Hall of Famers and he lost to world champions. I mean, I believe his last loss was to Blair. I want to say, and Blair's my guy, so shout out to Blair. But Blair's not a Hall of Famer, like at least not now. Who knows? If, Blair get active and do all the things he's supposed to do, all that. Yeah, why not? Like, and he beats the guy he's supposed to beat, do all the things, have a immaculate rest of his career, absolutely. But as of it stands now, no, Blair's not a Hall of Famer. But he, I think his last loss was to Blair. But outside of that, he's lost to like all Hall of Famers and world champions and things of that nature. So don't get it tangled, twisted, and confused as to who Adrien Broner is. A lot of people do want to see him make a comeback, but I think he should do it if he wants to do it. And going into streaming, it's so funny how time and life happens because there's a huge gap in people and in generations, whereas though one portion of people is going to be like, yo, that's Adrien Broner, 4 division world champion, XYZ, one of the youngest champions in the sport, all that, this and the third, he's sharp, dude. Man, he was being compared to Floyd Mayweather at the time. You must not know who he is, boom. And then there's another gap of people that's like, oh, young kids, like, oh, he be on the street with Dean the Great, and they so funny together, and they be doing and just like, you know him for being a streamer. I don't know him for being a streamer. I know him for being one of them. You know what I mean? That's like Ice Cube. Like, y'all young kids know Ice Cube for Are We There Yet in movies and Straight Outta Compton and all the other stuff. And it's like, hey, that's the guy from the funny movies. That's Ice Cube and 21 Jump Street and all. Me is like, no, dog, like that was gangster rap before gangster rap was gangster rap. Like, no, that's like y'all got drill music right now. Like, no, they was the originator. This was NWA. Like, no, bro, like no Vaseline, bro. Like, F the Police, all that, bro. Like, we talking about all that. Gorillas in the Mist. We talking about Ice Cube, bro. Like, what are you talking about? But they know him for funny movies, and that's the crazy generational gap that we got between young people and old people, because Broner has been embracing the whole streaming thing. Even some guys, he said he been making bread off the streaming joint, and I'm happy for him. Like, real rap, I'm very happy for that man, for that dog. Like, that's thorough. But some people called him and try and get money. Oh yeah, bro, what's up? It's like, man, you ain't call me when I was broke, you ain't call me when I was down. Like, what's up? And it's like, I feel that. I 100% feel that. It's also not my place to tell that man who to hang out with or nothing like that. You know what I mean? If he getting money this way and it's a good joint for him, then yeah, it's a good joint for him. To be able to brand and market yourself outside of boxing is a beautiful thing. It really, really is. Some people feel like, oh, well, the people he with, they should be telling him to drink less, or they should be telling him to do this and do that. And the third, Broner is a grown man that can take care of himself. He is. You can't make no grown man make no decisions. Like, no, a grown man is going to do what a grown man wants to do. And that's just the bottom line of it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, or maybes, or ways around it. That just is what it is. So if Broner is comfortable with being around a crowd of people that he's with, then I'm cool with that too. Again, I don't have nothing against nobody that he's around. I really genuinely don't. Like, I'm not saying nobody is right or wrong. I don't have a horse in the race, nor do I want one. I'm just simply saying people feel as though it should be a different way. I feel as though that man making his money, he ain't hurting nobody, he doing it the legal way, then allow him to do that. Even he was saying how Crawford, he wanted Crawford to be on the stream and XYZ, and Crawford like, no, when you get yourself in shape and stuff, then I'll be on your stream. And I think that's thorough too, because that's Crawford saying like, dog, I care about you. Like, bro, I really care about you. So if you want me on that, John, bro, nah, I want Broner. Yeah, you could do all the streaming and stuff. It don't got nothing to do with streaming, but I want the Broner that I know. I don't want the Broner that No, I want the Broner that I know. Streaming is not saying that you're not Broner. No, it's just the current state that you in physically. That's not the Broner I know. And I want the Broner that I know to be able to get himself together and do what he got to do. Even with the streams and stuff, back to the first point, don't think Broner is not like that. Like, even when you see Broner on his stream and he be popping it at dudes, like, and dudes, you be kind of seeing the dudes' faces that they be thinking twice when he be popping it. Yeah, because they know, like, all right, like, this can go left, and I don't know how left it can go, because he's still like that. Yeah, he's still like that. He's not like, now whether it's for the camera, because a lot of it is just a IRL show, soap opera. Think Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That's really all streaming really is. It's just IRL. So it's just like, yeah, you know, maybe it's for the cameras, maybe it's not, but either way, do see dudes always kind of second think when Broner getting his bag, like, what's up? And they all kind of try, you know, talk a little tough, but they still be trying to talk their way out of it, copping a little bit of a plea. But Broner be really like, no, what's up? And if that's for the camera, it's for the camera. If it's not, it's not. But there's a reason why they kind of second thinking it, because you got to understand that will come with it. Now, you might think, oh, yeah, he drinking and he ain't going to. No, trust me, even if he can't go 12 rounds right now, which he can't, I'm sure he can't go 12 rounds right now. But he can last long enough to crush you. Believe you me, he can absolutely last long enough to crush you, and that's what they do know. So yeah, him just going into the streaming, I think is a good job. I definitely think this is an amazing lane for him. Will he learn and grow and keep making changes? I would hope so. And get better and, you know, do better, get overall better with his life and everything else like that. So he has a great opportunity in front of him. I don't want to see him make a comeback if he's not fully invested 100% into it. I don't think he wants to make a comeback neither. I love that for him if that's what he wants, and or doesn't want. But yeah, man, overall Broner is still dangerous. I think the streaming is a good job. And yeah, man, I don't really think he should make a comeback. I think he's good where he's at. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you are a Broner fan, let me know what you think. If you're not a Broner fan, let me know what you think. You think he should keep streaming? You think he should do both? You think he should box? What do you think, man? Love is love, everybody. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Again, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, all that other cool stuff, man. Love is love, y'all. Beautiful John. Until next time, peace.